All right, welcome everyone. 1 minute to go. This is the Tour of Watopia Stage 4. We've done first 3 stages here live on YouTube. Here we go for Stage 4. Today we are going to be going through a jungle, kind of like a South American Mayan jungle. It's a course that I know pretty well in my training for the California Coast Classic that we'll talk about in a moment. I spend a lot of time going around this course because it's part of a wider circuit that's 18 miles long. And do that 3 times, 4 times, you've got a really good ride. So today it's the jungle. We're going to start off actually on the mountain, go down into the jungle, and I'll be riding a mountain bike. There was a professional race here a couple of days ago, and there was a sort of mixture of mountain bikes, road bikes, gravel bikes, and the people who won were the people on mountain bikes. It will go faster on these gravel mountain tracks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. So, very briefly, I'm going to be leading because I was the first one in today. See if I can just hold first place for a moment. Probably not. My man, someone's off into the sunset there. So, for those of you who are watching for the very first time, welcome. The Tour of Watopia is a race in this virtual world, a video game, where I sit on a real bike and do real bike work. Right, 8th out of 196, we're expecting that. That's going to drop very quickly. I'm going to be down in about 130th very soon. Wow, because I'm not interested in going fast at the start. A lot of these people are going to be a lot fitter than me. They're going to be rated higher than me. I am a D-class veteran, being as old as I am, and having not cycled for 15 or 16 years. Until just now. So Amelia is with me. Hello, Amelia.
Hi.
She's eating an apple and holding up signs to give me encouragement along the way. Now, we are going to be doing 2 laps of a jungle circuit. And before we start that, we actually have to go down into the jungle, down the side of this mountain here. Yes, it is the jungle where you have to be on level 10 to unlock this jungle. Although if you're doing the race, 12 to unlock the mountain, level 10 to unlock the jungle, and but to do this race you don't have to have unlocked it. Anyone can do this race. You sign up for it. So this is a series of races, 5 stages. This is stage 4. So far what's happened is the first stage I went off way too early and tried to stay with a group. Got very tired and had to get off the bike halfway around, get my breath back. That was no good. Second one was on a very familiar course through the desert and then past the dinosaurs, which I enjoyed very much, called Sand and Sequoias. And I came 11th out of 36 in my class on that one, and overall did really quite well. I think I was in the top half. Put your foot up there. And then in the third race, a couple of days ago on the volcano, blasted past some people going up the volcano, came 8th in my class out of, I think, 40, which was very good and better than I was expecting. Now, this one is a mystery. As you can see, I'm riding a mountain bike today, which until yesterday I'd never ridden. I did a recon ride. It took me about 40 minutes to do this one the other day. So there's a little blob up ahead. 49th out of 196, and this is too high for me. I don't want to blast away too early on this. This first bit is downhill, quite a long downhill stretch. There's a little 2% climb coming in a moment, and then we go all the way down to the start of the volcano circuit, and then we do 2 laps. Sorry, the jungle circuit. 2 laps of the jungle circuit. Then, who knows? Now, a quick reminder before this really kicks off, I'm doing this as training for the California Coast Classic. That's a real world bike ride in California in October. Now, right now, with all the corona madness, we don't know for sure if it's going ahead. At the moment, it is. I know we've got a meeting this week about it. We'll get some updates. But certainly we're training for it, if not this year, then next year. But hopefully this year. 525 miles down the California coast. Oh my goodness, 4%. Let's just stay up with this group for a bit. Whew. There we go, that's better. For the Arthritis Foundation, remember Hannah, our daughter, has arthritis, juvenile arthritis, as do 300,000 other children in the US. So we're looking to raise $4,000. Up above my head, just up there, is the bar saying how much we've got so far. Early days, but we do have some deadlines to meet. Got to get to 1,000 by the end of May, and I think 3,500 by August 7th. So we've got quite a long way to go, and then 4,000 by the end of October, after the event itself. So we've got those milestones to reach. So I'm doing a lot of training, doing long rides. This week on Zwift, there are these special events, these races. So I'm doing these instead of my regular training. It's good fun.
Hopefully he's not going to do training on May 16th, because that's my birthday.
And Amelia says she doesn't want me to do training on May 16th because that's her birthday. So we'll see how it goes. A lot of dust on the road, going down into the jungle here. All right, Amelia's going to be back in a moment. She's taking her apple, throwing it away. Thank you very much, Amelia. Very kind of you. So, and she's back. Good little group this. So we're 71st, 70th out of 196. And so far feeling fairly comfortable. Now this is a longer ride than I have been doing. If you've seen the other races, they've been 30 to 35 minutes. I'm thinking this is going to be closer to 45. Doing 2 laps of the jungle. We're going down one side of the jungle. Then we go underneath a waterfall, which is quite entertaining. Up the other side, and across a really, like an Indiana Jones style rope bridge. And then back to this little descent bit here. And we do that twice.
Where are all the dinosaurs?
Amelia asks, where are the dinosaurs? The dinosaurs are not in this world. They're in a different, well, they're in a different part of Watopia. So this one there's not a lot of wildlife to look out for on this one. There are birds. There's birds of paradise and toucans and things like that that you can see on the way around. So there might be. If you want to know which one's me, by the way, in this race, I'm the one with the green socks. So right, you can see someone there with pink socks next to me in a yellow bike. That's not me. I'm the one with the green socks, and the camera will tend to follow me. Quite liking to be in this group. They're going at a good pace. Now, again, if you haven't been following these other races, the number in the top left is crucial. How many watts am I putting out? That's my power output, being directly measured by the bicycle machine that I'm riding. In an ideal world, I'm looking to be between 180 and 200 for a reasonable sort of reasonable push. I can go up to 250, well, I can go up to like 800 for a few seconds. Hello, bunny. But crucially, 250 is about my limit for sustained efforts. I can do that for a minute, or 240 for about 3 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. Anything 200, 210 I can hold for a while. And in fact, the other day going up the volcano, I looked at the replay and I was holding 210 most of the way up. I actually got a new setting for me, which I hadn't had before. It said my power had gone up.
I could never do that.
Amelia says she couldn't do that. She's very good at Zwift. She gets on Zwift and will do the rides sometimes. Here we go, underneath the waterfall. Now, when I'm doing this right now, I'm putting out 160 watts. This is very, very comfortable. Just raised it slightly there to 200. Probably just because I was thinking about it, but 160, 170 watts, and this is very, very easy. We're about to come to the bottom of the hill and start the first of 2 laps. 9.9 miles to go in the race. 69th. And like I said, when I did this yesterday, it's about 48 minutes, I think. Now, given that I'm going to be riding in a group, I'll probably go slightly faster than that today. Now, here we go. We're behind the waterfall, and we're about to go under the start-finish line for the first time to start the first lap. Then we'll go through it for a second time. Third time, this will be the actual finish line. Here we go. 71st, and it will give me, you see the little flashing thing up there, it's going to give me a power-up. What's it going to give me? It's giving me a van. I don't want a van. I want a ghost or a burrito. A van means I can draft behind someone and save a bit of my energy. So I will use that. We're about to start going up a hill. in a group here, that'll be a good one to have. I'm going to start using that in this group. Good sized group. This has suddenly swelled. Be interested to see what it does when it starts going uphill. This hill is about 2%, 3%. It's not a killer, but it does go on for a little bit. So we're going to see. Yeah, this is stringing out already. Someone's raised the pace at the front. Let's see what it's like when we start going up the hill. Normally, as soon as it goes uphill, half the people go really fast and half the people drop off. And I'm kind of left in between the two. Hopefully, because I'm on a mountain bike today, I'm going to be quicker than I would be on a road bike. Normally, like I said, I go through this circuit, or part of a wider circuit that's mostly roads, not gravel. So I do it on a road bike. But they've said, did some tests, and they said on Zwift, for this circuit, a mountain bike is going to be quicker. Here we go, uphill. 4%. Doesn't get much more than 4%, drops to 3% in a moment. Let me use my power up. There we go. So I go down to the app that I've got here on my phone, and I can push the little button, and it tells me I'm using my drafting boost power up. This means I'm saving maybe 20% of my energy drafting all these people, because they cut the wind in front of me, which is nice. So I get a little boost from that, just like in real life, just like geese flying in a V formation, or motor race drivers. But using the boost kind of doubles that effect for a few seconds. So that was good. So 72 now out of 198. This is a good place to be, I think. I don't want to go too early. The ghosts of stage 1 still haunt me. So off we go. Let's see what happens if I catch these people up. 3% on this gradient. And I've got to do this twice, so I don't want to kill myself the first time up. However, since starting doing Zwift back in August, I have found things out about myself. I have found I'm very good, or at least better than average at going uphill. I'm pretty good at going uphill, whether it's short, punchy climbs or even the longer climbs. I'm a bit better than average, and I'm not as good going down hills or on the flat. So I like it when it's kind of up and down and bouncy and bumpy. That's how I catch people and overtake people. So the downside to this circuit is that I'm going to be going uphill here and down the other side. Lap 2 we come up here again, then we go down the other side again. And unfortunately that means the last 2-3 miles are downhill and then on the flat, which does not favour me particularly. However, the other day I was able to do this. Coming down the volcano, I was able to hold people off and actually catch a couple of people close to the end. So came, I think, 82nd on the day, and then when they classified all the results and put you into classes, I ended up 8th in the D class. So, well pleased with that. Hopefully, if I do well enough, they'll upgrade me to being a C class soon. I'm at the top end of the D, but I'm not quite a C yet. With all the training, we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to do longer rides. Once this series of races is over, and this is the final week beginning here, I'll be able to get back to doing the really long rides, 65, 70 miles. All right. A little bit sweaty, so I've got my towel. All right. A few people dropping off on the mountain here. A few people who went too early. There's a toucan on the right. And drafting this person now, J. Matera. Lots of Italians and French people on. They're all locked in because of the coronavirus right now. Zwift is really providing a great outlet for people during this time. I mean, the soccer players can all, you know, the professional players can all get on and play FIFA or something. Not quite the same. Professional bike riders are getting on these and coming into this virtual world, taking part in these races. And it's close enough to the real thing that they're doing it very well. I mean, still they're going to have the Tour de France on here. Not this year, I believe. There was talk that stage 1 of the Giro d'Italia, the Tour of Italy, was going to take place on Zwift, either this year or next. I don't think it happened, didn't come to fruition, but they might do it now. I know they're doing all kinds of online races. There was like a version of Strada Bianca on these white roads a while ago, and every year they have the World Championships course modelled. So last year Yorkshire was modelled, and you're actually able to go around the World Championships course in Yorkshire, in Harrogate, which was awesome. Getting a bit steeper here, 4% again. A little ways to go to the top of this hill. We'll be halfway up this hill. Got a few more corners. In the top right you can see the map, and it says 4%. That's my gradient of the road at the moment. You can see it kind of meanders around and then goes off to the left. A little sort of long U-turn. Come up after that, there's going to be this Indiana Jones bridge that I love, where it drops and then you go up really fast up the other side. Anyway, so we'll be coming up there in a moment. Amelia says she knows that bridge. Here comes a sign. What do I say? Wow! Thanks, Amelia. This group's getting away from me, but there's actually quite a big group right behind me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, pretty close behind. I'm actually catching these folk as well. So lap 1, again, don't want to go crazy. Just notice, by the way, in the top left, you see I've got my power output and my RPMs, how many times per minute is my pedal going round. That's my cadence. Didn't have my heart rate monitor, I forgot to put that on, so I apologise for that. Probably around 180 right now. Okay, starting to catch a few people now. R.KS3, I don't know who that is. My wattage output, a little high. 240 is a bit too much now. I have to drop this slightly. I'd like to catch that group and draft with them for a bit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, I've just been kicked offline. There they are, they're back. So, there's someone coming up to me with a flat hat, flat cap beret. All right, around a few corners here, a few little left-handers, and then we're onto the bridge for the first time. Here we go. Oh, keeping up, keeping up. 16 minutes into the race, 7.9 miles to go. Doing okay. Oh, getting sweaty though. I've put out a lot of watts. This first one of my RPM of about 70. Normally I'd like it to be a bit higher, about 75. But going up these hills is hard work. And it does, I don't know how, they make it feel different of them on a mountain bike in the game. So, here we go. Up towards the bridge now. You can see on the map in the top right, there's that chasm, the river that I'm going to go over. Now, when I'm doing training, and I'm doing those 65-mile rides, I do this bridge 3 or 4 times. And I love just to get my pace up, stand up in the pedals, loosen up a bit. I'm not going to do it this time around, but I will next time, if I've still got energy left. This time I'm just going to take it, pick up a bit of speed on the descent down the bridge, and then up the other side. I don't know what the official name of this bridge is. Call it the Indiana Jones Bridge. Here we go. So we're going fast, up a gear. There we go. Up to 30 miles an hour, touching nearly 500 watts then. As we come up the other side, should be catching these people. There we go. And that wasn't really putting in a huge effort. There is now no longer a group here. They kind of splintered on the bridge. Oh well. Someone gives me a ride on. That's how riders encourage each other in the game. You can give people around you a thumbs up. Like that. That was me. Just saying, right on. Oh, Amelia's got one as well. Amazing. Fantastic. Holding on to, what, 68? So about a third of the way down the field. This is better than I have been in the other races. Let's see what happens as we carry on. Now, one more thing to say. Down at the bottom of the screen, Twitter, twitter.com/McRae-CCC. I am putting all my training on there. Oh, thumbs up. Thank you, Amelia. Right on. Lovely. Go to that Twitter. You can follow me on there. And all my training, indoors and outdoors, goes on there. I'm doing everything on Strava. And every Strava link goes there. Amelia asked, are you training outside? Well, even the little ride that we did the other day, Amelia, where I managed to bust my tyre, get a flat tyre, that was on Strava. So you can look at that one too. Unexciting, 1.7 miles, very slow, but it all counts. I did bust a tyre. Fortunately, my indoor trainer does not require 2 working tyres, just one for the front. The back wheel I take off. Oh, back to this 4% thing again. Whew. There we go. And onwards. So, let's see. Now we're on the downhill bit to finish the first lap, and then there's 1 lap to go after this downhill bit. As I said, I'm not quite so great at the downhill stuff because a lot of people like to go really fast. Some people will be hitting 25 miles an hour down here, maybe more. I'm at 23, and again, I don't want to push it too much. Anyway, follow me on Twitter. There's the link, twitter.com/McRae-CCC. Send me messages. Tell me what you're up to. I will keep you up to date as well with any updates from the California Coast Classic organisers. So with all the social distancing we're doing and the virus going crazy, there's a good chance it may not happen this year. It may get postponed to next October. We'll see. I will let you know. Now, if anyone wants to, there are spaces for you to sign up. If you want to ride that 525 miles with me, Amelia laughs. You can do it. Let me know. You can go to the Arthritis Foundation website, it's on there. Or follow the links, my sponsorship links, and you can even sign up, I think, from there. Amelia says she can't do it with me. There was, last year or the year before, a family who did it, where the dad was riding, not a tandem, but a trandem, like the goodies used to ride, with 3 seats on it, and he had his 2 sons on the back, and he was on the front doing all the work. And they did it. They went all the way down. Amelia says she only has one. You mean what? Yeah, you got. So Amelia likes to do Zwift. She likes to do this that we're doing right now, this game. We put Gloria's mountain bike onto the trainer. She can fit on that one. She's too small for my bike. But she can pedal Gloria's mountain bike. She loves it. Does very, very well on it too. I think the furthest she's gone is, what, 9 miles? She did a 9-mile ride once. Not bad for a 7-year-old. Okay. Less than 6 miles to go. I'm feeling kind of all alone here. There's someone up ahead of me. Like I said, I'm not the greatest descender in the world, so. Now, I do make a play of Zwift being very realistic. I like to talk about how the resistance that you get when you're going up a hill is good. Some trainers, the smart trainers, even mimic if you're going over like a bridge or cobblestones or gravel like this, you can feel it. They do the feedback for that, which is amazing. And going up a hill, realistic. Sprinting, pretty realistic, although you can't crash into people. It's not quite as realistic on the downhill. You can pedal, you can freewheel and it'll go, and that's fine. But when you're really trying to be a good descender, like in the Tour de France or something, a lot of it's about braking and turning. And those are the 2 things that Zwift doesn't have, at least not yet. It has turning, On the mountain bikes, you can actually turn your handlebars to steer. And there is a button you can press to do braking, but it's not like actually braking, you know, here on the handlebar. And you can't fly off. So if you're going on a real steep, twisty descent, like coming down the Alp or whatever, Alpe d'Huez, they have Alpe d'Huez modelled, it's awesome. It's hard to go up. Coming down there, you just pedal. You hit 55 miles an hour because you don't have to be afraid of corners or falling off or anything. Awesome. Right now, coming into the tunnel behind the waterfall, about to start the final lap. 0% for this bit. So, we'll take a little drink. There we go. Lots of people still pretty close behind me. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them at 4 seconds. Chasing me, using me like a rabbit. Like a hare being chased by the greyhounds. Up ahead of me, 7 seconds to Jay Eggemeyer? Is that his name? Her name? Eggemeyer. Ooh. Don't know if I want to catch someone up with a name like that. Anyway. Here we come up behind the waterfall. Coming up to the finish line with 1 lap to go. It'll give me 1 more power up. And we'll see what it gives me this time. Something useful, I hope. Yeah, the Ghost is fun. Had the Ghost in the last race and used it to make up 4 places. The Ghost makes you invisible for 10 seconds. So if you want to launch an attack, you activate your Ghost, makes you invisible, and off you go. Fly, pedal really fast, and no one tries to follow you because they can't see you. Here we go. Start the final lap. Ding, 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 ding. And it's going to be, I don't want a van. Oh, an aero helmet. Okay, it's an aero helmet. Is this 5 seconds or 10 seconds? I forget which. Where you get extra aerodynamic power. So it's like cutting the wind. Very good going downhill. I'm going to save that for the downhill. Coming into the finish, maybe. That might be a useful one to have. So, no Ghost for us today, no burrito. Never mind. Alright, 68. There's what, 3 people here? So we've got this tiny little group that we formed. See whether this group can stay together going up the hill. Feeling okay at the moment. I've used some energy, but not way too much. And for those of you watching there, about 18 minutes to go. 18 minutes, I would say, till the finish. It took me 18 minutes to do this lap yesterday. So, let's see how it goes. Maybe a little faster if I'm racing and following people. I've got a group here of 5. So, change down the gear. I'm toast! I can make the character say that as well. Here we go. Love it. Amazing, it is. Okay, our little group here is just splitting. Oh dear. So 3 up ahead of me. There's two up there. Then me and one other guy and one right behind me. What does it say? How can you do that? There we go. Oh. Yeah, some people have been saving their energy for this climb. Now, as I said, I am a little bit better at climbs than I am on the flat. So, let's see. Should be able to hopefully keep up with them. But we'll see. He's giving me some fanning here. Very nice. Right. With one that says, that must be hard. Thank you, Amelia. Very kind. All right. I need to catch these guys up and ride with them for a bit. So, focus. There we go. 4%. Now they are splitting, unfortunately. I thought they were together. Little gap between them now. W. Evans from the UK is going further away, and RKS3 is the one I'm about to catch up with. Oh look, I've got a light on my bike. I'm lighting that guy's legs. That's funny. Guess mountain bikes have lights on them for night. There we go. Day and night on this virtual world. Day lasts about 30 minutes and night lasts about 20. So you often get to see day and night. Oh, we're passing someone who's been going too slowly. There they go. Evan's now 6 seconds ahead. Yeah, they've hit the accelerator. Just 1 second now for KS3. But again, I don't want to blow it too early. We're only a third of the way up this climb. Still got that lovely bridge to come, where I'm planning on passing a few people. Hello, A Gabba from Italy. Going off past me, being followed by R Viola from Portugal, that looks like. Let's drop a gear, see if I can raise the cadence a little bit. Get these RPMs going a bit faster and catch up. There we go. That's better. Hold on behind this guy for a bit. This is RKS3. I have to put out a bit less power to stay up because I'm drafting. He's breaking the wind for me. So, someone else stopped on the way. So we're slowly making it up through the ranks, holding on to 68. Again, when the final results come out, they'll classify these and see where I end up in the D group. I'm not in C yet. I would have had to have been by the beginning of the race. Amelia says might be in the C group. I have been beating some people from the C category, but not many. A bit more training and I might make the C group. Anyway. Oh. Pace is lifting slightly here. There we go. Catch up with our Viola. So Viola and RKS3 seem to be about my level. So hold behind them. See if we can ride as a group. Come on. Let's ride together. All right, I'll do a little turn at the front. You can follow me. Come on, here we go. And turning around 80 RPMs now. So starting to rise. 3.6 miles to go. Oh. Hard work. Here we go. Couple more hairpin turns and then we'll be into the bridge. All right, here we go. Amelia's singing Oceans of Fun. That's from her school play that was cancelled because of coronavirus. So she's going to do it at home. Maybe we'll live stream that one. Might be good for a laugh. All right, hitting at 4%. Starting to, are we catching those people up ahead? I don't think we are. Put a small gap on the ones behind. They're now 2 seconds behind. All right. Coming up to 10 miles total. There we go. One more race after this, by the way. It starts Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll probably do mine Friday or Saturday. Where we go around the flat volcano course 3 times. And that's the final race. And that will be coming up end of the week. So, done okay on these. 66th out of 198. There is a group not too far ahead. Maybe 10 seconds ahead, there's a small group. About to catch P. LeBlanc. Like something not so good from back here. P. LeBlanc 4908. I think I'm about to catch them. Although they're outputting 2.5 as well. Here we go. Watts per kilogram is what it's all about. How heavy are you and how much power do you put out? Great news if you don't weigh very much. Anyway, let's see if we can catch this guy. Someone else has stopped. It's good, we'll make up another place here. There we go. That was like me on stage 1, just stopped completely. Couldn't do it. Okay, this is good. Following this guy, again, you get a bit of drafting, not too bad. A couple of people 6 seconds and one 7 seconds ahead. Come around this long left-hander, and then we're onto the Indiana Jones bridge for the last time. So, here we go. Again, I'm hoping I haven't gone too early. We'll see. I'm going to go on the bridge and see what happens. G. Pover, from, I think that's the Netherlands. It says right on, that's someone who follows me actually in the game. Oh, Gabba went too early. Tolly went too early. Going up through the places now. They did. That's someone who I know from the actual game. I think it's one of the dirt riders. So there are different teams on this Zwift, whether you're racing or just riding around. And I've started associating with one called the Dirt Team. DIRT stands for Dads Inside Riding Trainers. They're good. Oh, Balsa's off. Here we go. Start raising the pace. The bridge is coming up just through this arch. Here we go. Hopefully it doesn't wear me out too much. We'll see. Here we go. Oh. Let's see what speed we can get up to. Can we hit 30? 30 miles an hour? Yeah. Here we go. Up the other side, keeping it going as long as we can. And I'm out of breath. Oh. But you got to keep going. Oh, out of breath. Amelia has asked me a question. I will answer it when I get my breath back. Oh, 64th. Let's see. Oh, just getting my breath back. Hey, pop-up says more signs. More signs. Thank you, James Butler. Here she comes. More signs. What does it say? Oh, it's Eggmeyer. Nearly caught this person earlier. Let's change up a gear. See if we can do it. There we go. Top of the hill. Downhill and flat to go to the finish. Here we go. 2.3 miles of downhill and flat. Amelia asked, why am I not so good on the flat and the downhill? Why do I not like the flat and the downhill? Okay, the answer is because I'm not so good on the flat and the downhill. I don't go as fast as other people. I don't know. A lot of them do sprinting. They got these big, solid, chunky forelegs, quadriceps, and they can plow off quickly down a mountain. Whereas see, I'm losing places now, going downhill. I am better. Oh, pop-up gives you claps. I am better going up hills where other people are surprised at how it feels, like this bit right here. 4%. Probably gained a good bit of time then. There we go. Got a little boost from the uphill bit. Now, coming in towards the finish, 1.9 miles to go. I'm probably going to have to try and keep up with these guys. Still have my power up for the finish. Let's see. Whew. Lots of people catching up now. Oh. I'm tired. Oh. There we go. Try and keep this group together. Maybe we could have a sprint at the end. That's a long way to go to keep this group together though. I'm toast. I am indeed. All right. Again, raise the gear. See if I can hold on to this group. Ideally, I want to be about second or third in this group. Saving some energy, but not getting dropped off the back. Oh, this is hard work. All right. Oh. This is very hard now. 1.3 miles to go. Don't know how many of these are D riders. We'll know afterwards. Yeah, I'm getting off the back now. That's a shame. Come on. Keep up. Keep up, lad. Keep up. Hello, Bunny. What does Bunny think I should do? Oh, little flat bit here. Almost uphill. There we go. Might be catching some people. Interesting. Oh, very tired. Less than a mile. Is that right on? Thanks, Bunny. Let's do it. I'm keeping to go. 0.8 miles. Oh. Oh. Here we go. This is tough. To the right, a green area. If you go off there in the free ride, that takes you to the mountain, to the Alp. Actually modelled on Alpe d'Huez from the Tour de France, which I've done twice. It kills me. Much prefer to do this one. There we go. Half a mile. So we're now inside the last kilometre. I'm ready with my power up, but not yet. Let's see. There we go. Off the front. Here we go. Two corners to go. Keep it going. Have I gone too early? Yep. Did it though. Woo. Tired. Top 18%. Pretty good. So now, down the gears. Get my breath back. Fairly pleased with that. Only one of that group caught me at the end. It's pretty good. Oh. James Butler says, add some jelly. Add some jelly. High five. Thank you. It's pretty good going. So don't forget, this link up here, we need to make it move. That green bar. Follow me up this side. Dunk McRae. Twitter.com.McRae-CCC. and probably Saturday next week for the final ride. Thanks everyone for watching, and for Hannah and 300,000 kids with juvenile arthritis, thank you very much indeed, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.